Hey everyone, before we start, I just want to talk about Shyvana's items and runes, and the first item that I would go on her would be Trinity Force. The reason why I would get this rather than Sunder or Cleaver is because it is very stat efficient. It has HP, AD, attack speed, ability haste, as well as a Sheen passive, which she could easily proc. After this, we go with the Blade of the Ruined King, another great item on Shyvana because it has a lot of attack speed, lifesteal, lets you take objectives faster, as well as is slow in order to chase down your opponents. Next, we go with the Steel-Plated Stasis, a great item to outplay your opponents. If they have a lot of crowd control, you could go for the Mercury Threads. And if you think that Stasis is a bit expensive, you could go for the Mercury Glory instead to make your chase ability a lot faster, or the Stone Plate to make yourself tankier. Next item that we would go for is Death's Dance, another great item on Shyvana. Not only does it give damage and armor, it also has a special passive which allows you to get back your HP when you're able to get takedowns. Fifth item that we would go for is Guardian Angel. This would be the crucial stages of the game wherein one clash could spell victory or defeat. Having a second life is very important. As a tank, you would always want to last longer as well. Last item is a Flex. It depends on what you want or what the opponents are. If they are AD heavy, you could go for the Randuins. If you would want more damage and a bit more tankier, you could go Sterak's. Or if they have a lot of AP, you could go for the Force of Nature. So it's up to you on what you would want to go. So that is it for the items. Going to the runes. First rune that we would go for is Conqueror. A great rune, even though it has been reworked. Still really good on bruisers because it has lifesteal, which makes you more sustainable in fights. And it still has the base damage that you need. Then we go for the Triumph rune, another great rune. It allows your execute to be a bit stronger as well as get your HP back when you score a takedown. If you're not feeling comfortable or not able to get any kills, you could go for the Hunter Vampirism, another great rune because it gives damage and lifesteal, which makes you more sustainable as well. Third rune that we go for is Hunter Titan, crucial rune for Shyvana because she is easily kited and with a lot of CC, she's gonna have a hard time chasing in fights. But if they don't have a lot of crowd control, you could go for the Ultimate Shield to make you a bit more tankier when you dive in with your ultimate. Last rune that I would go for is Mastermind. Really good rune on Shyvana if you're able to take down objectives. Not only does it make your objective taking faster, you also get gold, which makes you complete your items faster as well. But if you think you're gonna have a hard time in the early game and you don't think that you could secure objectives, you could go for the Pathfinder instead. This is another really great rune on Shyvana. Makes your mobility a bit faster, ganks a bit better, and your roams a lot better as well. So that is it for Shyvana's runes and items, and with that, I will see you guys in game. Hey everyone, big announcement here. My friends and I are doing a huge giveaway as a way of saying thank you to the wildrift community. Master Els, Mirmo, and I are going to be giving away skins and wild cores for the next few weeks. Right, Master Els?
It's Master Els, baby!
And Mirmo?
Oh, shit!
All you have to do is like the video and leave a comment below, and we'll pick out winners every week. Make sure to hit subscribe to my channel for more updates. And don't forget to check out Master Els and Mirmo as well. Links can be found in the description below. Going to the game, this is where I'll show you why Shyvana's really strong in the meta right now, especially with the recent rework that she just had. In this matchup, we are currently up against Kha'Zix in a Shyvana vs Kha'Zix matchup. This is favorable towards the Kha'Zix because of the early game damage that he has, but when we get to the late game, this would favor Shyvana because of her late game potential. So here I put a control ward, and even though I know that this has been nerfed, wherein I would not be able to put a control ward and a yellow trinket at the same time, I still do this for jungle tracking. So I just want to know where their jungler will go, if he would go on the top scot or the bot scot, and I can act accordingly, or let my teammates know where their jungler is. The clear that I do here is the red side clear, where I go for my red buff, Krugs, Raptors, then Flex depending on what happens on the map. And with the rework Shyvana, what this means is that she no longer always has to rely on taking down dragons, and her passive is now stack based. So what you mean by stack based is that taking down large monsters, epic monsters, or champion takedowns would grant her stacks, and every 100 stacks she would be able to upgrade one skill. So as you could see, I have 16 stacks at the bottom side, and every jungle camp that I clear, I would get 8 stacks. And at 100 stacks, I would be able to upgrade one of my abilities. So my first ability at 100 stacks, second ability at 200 stacks, third ability at 300 stacks, and my ultimate on 400 stacks. So this order would not change and would still stay the same It's not like Kha'Zix's Evolve wherein you choose on what you would want to evolve. So while clearing my wolves, I'm checking where the opposing jungler might be. I haven't seen in the top scut, so this means that Kha'Zix is at the bot scut, so I immediately go for the top side and clear the scuttler. And what you want to do with Shyvana is try to farm as much as possible. Since your ganks are not the best, Shyvana's one of the worst ganks since she doesn't have much crowd control in her kit. So Kha'Zix shows himself bot side, tries to gank the Shen. Great taunt, but it was a really good gank by the Kha'Zix Yasuo. They take down the Shen, and that is why Kha'Zix is really good in the early game. So I know that I can't do much. I would not be able to respond in the bot side. I'm too far. So I clear my camps instead and focus on farming since I know when I'm able to get my items, I would be able to carry the game. So I make a mistake here. I accidentally upgraded my third skill rather than my ultimate, which is why even though I'm at level 5, I don't have my ulti yet. So I hope I don't get punished. I see that Kha'Zix is trying to clear the raptors. I put a ward. I pop the scrying orb and I immediately go away because I don't have priority in my lanes. So I'm not punished that much. I safely recall, buy my items, and go for the bot side because my camps would come up. Kha'Zix action, another great gank on the top side. They punish our dual laner. I think they were spotted in the ward because top side vision was really good. They probably didn't respect the gank and they got punished. They do another gank on the top side. I wanted to gank bot. I see that the Yasuo is extended. But the problem is that I don't have my ultimate yet. So I get a bit punished. I wanted to go for a cross map play because I know that their jungler is top. And once I have my ultimate, I immediately sprint to the bot side and try to get a counter play. Yasuo still overextended. I go for the ultimate, knock him back. Great taunt by Shen. Third skill, combo. Yasuo flashes. I flash also. Shen should have not flashed because I was supposed to secure the kill, but I guess he wanted to get the kill instead. So Shyvana's combo is pretty simple, wherein you would want to ulti, third skill, and then auto first skill for the animation cancel. And then just use second skill when it's open, when it's up. So when playing Shyvana, always try to auto attack before using your first skill. And the most important thing for Shyvana is that you need to hit your third skill, because you would be able to deal a lot more damage if you have the third skill on the opponents. So looking for another gank on the bottom side. I think the creep saw me. Shen is kind of out of position, even though he's able to get a taunt. This shows one of Shyvana's problem is that she's really weak when she doesn't have dragon form. So when you don't have ulti, you would always want to farm as much as possible. Kha'Zix sees me at the bottom side, so he does another gank top. A really good play from the opposing jungler. I immediately go on the top side to try prevent them from getting the tower. Twisted Fate as ultimate. I try to ping, just in case. The opponent goes back. They don't take down the tower. And I know that their duo lane is gonna go back. So I immediately try to start the dragon, but their action was there. I think their action did a great job pulling the dragon, because if action didn't pull the dragon, I would have started it and they wouldn't be in time to respond. And since action pulled the dragon, I got a bit late. Their team was able to come back. I had to ulti out. Shen gets a ulti onto me. Yasuo gets a knock-up, but he's out of position, so we punish him instead. Really great catch. I tried to look for the fruits, but I was still a bit healthy. I start the dragon again. I try to look for a turn, just in case. Good knock-up by Rakan, followed by the gold card. Kha'Zix out of position. He leaped out in the side. I see that he's trying to get our ADC. Another great stun by Twisted Fate. Once their jungler is down, I immediately focus on the dragon because I know that there is no more smiter and I'm able to secure the dragon. Twisted Fate flashes in, gets first killed by Caitlyn. We get taken down as well and they win the team fight. But it's okay because not only do I get dragon, I was able to also get a 600 shutdown onto Caitlyn. which allows me to scale a lot faster. So it's not the end of the world. I was able to secure the objective, and this is expected since they have a strong early game. So what's important here is that we get a trade. So they take Rift Herald, which is expected, and I would still want to focus on my farm. Kha'Zix uses Herald Bot. I would not be able to defend the tower, so instead I just clear the Krugs. The Herald bump is too strong. Thresh shows up, gets a great hook onto the Shen, and I had to go back because I would not be able to help him. So I tried to defend the tower instead, second tower instead. We managed to dodge the hook, take down the Herald before he was able to bump, and go back to our camps. They steal our red. I see that two of them are at mid, so I decide to just clear my Raptors, but I get punished, really great punish from them. I thought that they would try to get mid tower, but they get me instead. Twisted Fate defends the tower, quite tanky because he has Hull Breaker. Shen with the ultimate to help, so they failed the dive. Our mid lane was able to survive. Great catch by Shen, getting the action ultimate, and at least even though they take me down, they weren't able to get our mid tower, which I think is more important, that they're not able to get our mid tower. So as you can see, now I have 187 stacks, which means I have already upgraded my first skill, and I would want to go top side, but they already got it. Once I'm able to get 200 stacks, I would be able to upgrade my second skill. So the upgrades are as follows. So when I upgrade my first skill, I would have a slow. When I upgrade my second skill would grant me additional movement speed. Third skill, my third skill would do true damage, and fourth skill, I would get additional HP. Varus, Thresh is a bit greedy, tries to take down our Varus, punish him instead, and I look at the map, I see that Action is on the mid side, Yasuo's on the bot side, Caitlyn and Kha'Zix are missing, but I decide to take a risk and try to take down the tower. Since I have a cannon, if they come, I would focus on the tower and immediately go home. We successfully get the tower. Recall. Caitlyn tries to chase me. I had to go back. Kha'Zix shows up as expected. I forced to flash. Kha'Zix follows flash as well. Still has another charge on the ultimate. 1 HP. I tried to sidestep to dodge the second skill, but I misplayed a bit. I got taken down. But what we get in exchange, TF was able to solo kill the Action. Unfortunately, goes down as well, but it's okay because, as I said a while ago, Shyvana is a scaling champion, and what's important is that I get gold. Every time I die, I need to get a trade. So in that trade, I was able to take down Thresh and a tower for my life. So not the worst trade. Unlike a while ago where I got caught off my Raptors, I wasn't able to do anything much. So Varus gets a taunt. Varus gets an ulti plus taunt. Take down the Yasuo. TF gold card. I have a hard time chasing the opponent. I had to use my blue smite. Thresh out of position. Varus secures the kill. And we get a bit of a leeway and a bit of space. While taking my red, I see that Kha'Zix is going on trying to contest again with his friends. I see that they're isolated. Go for the punish. But they have a lot of kiting skills. Shen gets an ult. Rakan misses the combo. Action out of position. We punish the Action. I think this is Yasuo. Yasuo TP'd. Varus gets windwalled. But it's okay. Rakan with another great knockup into 2. Take down the Yasuo. Take down the Kha'Zix. And overall, we win the team fight because not only do we get 3 kills for 1, Herald is also spawning in 5 seconds, which is perfect because the opponents are not in a position to fight. So this would be a free Herald, and with the Blade of the Ruined King, we take this really fast. We burst the Herald, immediately go home because Dragon is spawning in 10 seconds. Buy Stasis to be able to buy time, just in case they focus fire us again. So Dragon is spawning in 5 seconds, crashes at the bot side. TF is split pushing top. It's kind of in a scary position. I ping him to go back because most probably the opponents are going there as well. So I start the Dragon knowing that the Thresh is at the bot side. TF uses the ultimate. He sees that the opponents are together as well. They try to force the Dragon. I tried to steal, but Kha'Zix with a great secure. I had to use my stasis to buy time, flash out, take down the Yasuo, take down the Kha'Zix, and this shows how good stasis is. Even though it was nerfed, it was nerfed, 1k gold, it was still worth it, because if I didn't get my stasis there, I would have died. I would have not gotten my Triumph procs and lost the team fight. I think Akshan did a really good job. He was able to get a triple kill. He took down our backline, revived 2 of his teammates. So overall, I think it was a loss because it was a 4-4-3 exchange, but they were able to get a dragon. Kha'Zix really good dragon steal, really strong dragon last hit with the first kill plus might combination. So it's really hard to steal Kha'Zix. Another catch. They tried to force me, but a bit tanky. Varus gets caught instead. He had to flash out. Kha'Zix takes him down. I have no ulti plus no HP, so I had no way to help my team. So this is why Shyvana's really weak when she has no dragon form. So the opponents tried to take my red buff. I think they were able to get it. Action at the mid side. I wait for my ulti. I might be able to catch him, but I go farm instead. So looking at the stacks, I'm almost at 400, which is my ultimate upgrade, and I'm almost at level 13. So getting my ultimate upgrade as well as level 3 ultimate would be a very good power spike, and it's something that I would want to get, especially now that Baron has spawned. So 371 stacks. Trying to look for my Death's Dance. So this would be a huge power spike for us if we're able to recall and get our upgrade. So once we recall, we get our Death's Dance. I have no more camps, so I had nothing else to clear. Shen is split pushing top. He has ultimate to help. The opponents are missing. I try to look for where they might be. If they show mid, I would be able to flank them. And my team checks Baron. When I see that Caitlyn hits Baron, I know that they're there. Shen gets a great ultimate. I go for the blind engage. Really great taunt. Rakan, great follow-up as well. And we steal Baron. Clean team fight. I think this was a 4-4 non-exchange plus Baron. And that was the game-winning fight for me. Really good map awareness and response from my team to punish the opponents there. And at this point, I'm really strong. I have all the stacks that I need. I'm at max stacks. I have Baron buff. I have 3 items. So I'm not afraid. The only thing that's missing is that I don't have my ultimate, but it's okay. It's only Caitlyn. She's alone. Taunt flash by Shen. We take down the Caitlyn. I have my Death's Dance to get my HP back. Thresh decides to go in. Wants to take down the Shen. Our Shen gets taken down, but we get a trade. Herald reaches bot side. We take down the bot tower as well. Kha'Zix with another engage. So the opponents are a bit tilted. They're going in one by one. Action goes in. Kha'Zix was able to go out, but Action is out of position. And here, we literally just end the game just by taking Baron. The opponents decided to go in one by one. We were supposed to go back after taking the mid inhibitor, but things changed and we take home the victory. So really great game, good map awareness, and good team fight. 100% Shyvana, really good. We get MVP. And 9-3-12, good score. TF does a great job. ADTF still works. A lot of awards, and that is it for our Shyvana game. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
I'm finally facing it all, fearless.